Accidental jive. It's all okay though. Well, hello and Happy New Year. I'm out on the water at last with Bruce, Josh and Andy, who's got the Goat Island skiff. But he's also spent the last few years building a John Welsford whaler, which I started filming a while ago. When do you think it'll be finished?
Maybe another year to fully finish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's come out for a day's sail. He lives up near here. Anyway, so we're at Brooklyn and we're going to probably go out the heads past Palm Beach, maybe go towards Maitland Bay. It is going to be 15 or 16 knots this afternoon, but it's good to be out on the water because I was meant to go down to St George's Basin about 3 weeks ago. In Sydney we've had 5 or 6 weeks of really hot weather, and then of course it rained, and it's rained for nearly a week and a half. I was going to go out with Josh again last week to Pittwater. He got caught in the rain, you might have seen his video. So this is our first chance in, I think, what's going to be dry weather to do a sail and an overnight and then come back probably tomorrow or the next day. So anyway, here's hoping, fingers crossed. So yes, I'm getting a tow, thanks Josh. And for all those people out there that go, you're always getting a tow. Well, I've taken the outboard out and I couldn't be bothered to put it back in. The wind's dropped a lot, so we're just going to head over to the beach for a swim and wait for an hour or so. And that gave Steve a chance to catch up with his Bayraider 17. Andy, you're building a whaler. How's that going?
Year 4.
Yeah.
Going into year 5, and I've just got the decks on, aiming to roll it over in the next week or so.
And then when do you reckon you're actually going to get it wet? Another 6 months?
I think work will get in the way of that, but by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I'll be hopefully sailing by next summer.
Oh, I can't wait to see it finished.
Yeah. Me too.
You probably
had enough standing.
So this is a Goat Island skiff you've got, just to keep you occupied while you're building.
Yep, keep me on my toes.
And how do you like that?
I love it. Yeah, it's so easy having a light, small boat, nimble and on and off the trailer, sets up in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So Josh, you've been doing up your Navigator for 7 months.
Yes, it was a big commitment. The underside was very rough. So.
And tell me everything you did.
Starting from? Okay, this one was flip it over. I had to add glass, multiple coats of epoxy undercoat, then flip it over and put all the pretty stuff down the side.
So it didn't have stripes or timber strips down the side before?
No, previous owner before me had taken all that off, and I'm not sure why. But it was worth the investment in time to put that back on.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, we just had a nice stop at Hungry Beach. We pulled in here because there was no wind. It's about midday now and the wind has picked up out there, so now we're going to go for a sail and hopefully do a lap of Lion Island. It might be a bit stronger out there, but we'll go and have a look. Well, the wind's definitely picked up a bit out here. Be somewhere between, I don't know, 12, 14 knots, something like that. I've got a single reef in, and it's just as well I did because I'll be overpowered. Trying to stay dry. It's a bit of spray coming over. There's normally about a 2 metre swell here. I think it's about 1 metre at the moment. But a bit different from first thing this morning. So I've decided to turn around and go back. The others are going to go around Lion Island. There's quite a few big waves breaking out there. Didn't feel that comfortable, but it's best doing what you feel happy with. So it's going to be a nice run back. There's a good 2 metre swell through here. It's not very deep, and the waves are breaking in the top of the swell.
Wave behind it over.
I don't know what it would be like out around Lion Island though. I'm going back that way. I think Bruce has been around, and I don't know who's behind it, but he's already been around coming back.
Yes, he's aware of Howard.
What? Are you coming in for a close-up? Well, we're absolutely flying back. Doing a good 4 or 5 knots easy. Bruce said that because it was wind against tide out there, the swell was pretty big, but once you got past the island on the other side, the ocean side of the island, it eased off quite a bit, the swell. So anyway, next time. I've only been around there twice before. Anyway, it's a very fast sail back. I want to thank everybody that watches my videos. This one will be the 100th. Yes, some sort of milestone. It's taken me 5 years, I think, to do 100 videos. But that's okay. I thank you for following my journey. I enjoy making the videos, and I don't make any money out of it. I don't sell anything. I don't monetize. I just do it for the love of doing it. And I hope you enjoy meeting some of the people that I sail with. I've had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope to do it for a lot longer. So Andy's got to head back in his Goat Island skiff. Purist sailing, now outboard. So Steve, you're going on a bit of a trip. You're going to go and do the Tawe Nunnugah. Now, what is that?
I'm looking forward to it, Paul. It's a beautiful cruise up the southern coast of Tasmania, inside waters mostly, but not all. And then we're going to end up joining the flotilla of wooden boats on the first day of the Tasmanian Wooden Boat Festival.
6, 5, range clear, fire and hold, 2, 1.
The opening parade at the festival is staggering, with over 300 craft on the water. If you want to see just what the largest wooden boat festival in the Southern Hemisphere is like, and also experienced sailing a tall ship from Sydney to Hobart for the festival and back again, watch my videos on this playlist. It was a truly amazing experience. No wonder Steve's got a grin on his face. I wish I was going this year.
Is this the biggest voyage you've done as such?
A 10-day voyage, yes. Yeah, I think most of my other trips have been 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
So how far is it?
Look, distance over the ground I'm not sure, but it's the southernmost boat ramp in Tasmania. And we end up in Hobart. So as the crow flies, I'm not sure, it might be 50 or 60 or 70 miles. But
and how many people are going to do it, you reckon?
Well, I think they had to cut off at about 100 or 120, somewhere in that range. But then they've got a land crew as well who are wonderful volunteers.
With so much here, I was curious to see what was the most popular ship.
The Divekin.
Oh, the Divekin, of course.
The Divekin, lad. Divekin.
The Divekin.
I love the Divekin.
The Divekin.
Divekin. The Divekin, definitely.
And there you have it. I'm not biased, but it seems to be the Divekin.
Wish I was going to be down there to wave you in as you come into Hobart.
It'll be a wonderful experience. I'm really looking forward to it. And apparently getting together at the end of the day is one of the real highlights and a real treat.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. So we're about to have dinner. I don't know, 6:30, something like that. I'm going to have a pasta and vegetarian dish that was left over the other night that I vacuum sealed and put in the freezer. Vacuum sealer, very good. We had a great sail today. I didn't actually get to go around Line Island. The waves were breaking. It was wind against tide. I can't make any more excuses. I didn't have the courage to go through 2 metre swell. I should have done, but I didn't. Everybody else did. I know. However, I had a good sail. Backwards and forwards to Batonga, waiting for everybody else to come round Line Island, which they did eventually. And then we had a rip-roaring run all the way down here, probably 5 or 6 knots. We were going like a bat out of hell. So now we're at Hallett's Beach. It's quiet. Most people have gone home. Sun's beginning to go down a bit. It's very hot today. And it's time for dinner. So Josh is having butter chicken in a can that comes from Woolies. And Bruce... What are you having, Bruce? Carbonara with salmon. I'll ask Steve what he's having, but he's a bit far away.
I'll find out for you. Hey Steve, what are you having for dinner? Beef and vegetable soup with rice.
Beef and vegetable soup with rice.
It's so cold.
It's not cold. Not a bad spot. Well, good morning. Had a really good night's sleep last night. We had chatted on the beach for quite a while. We didn't have a fire, didn't allow fires here because it's in the national park. And then it was a full moon, so it was quite bright. And because it's a full moon, this morning the high tide is really high. Anyway, it's all good. Had breakfast. Probably going to go for a bit of a sail. The wind hasn't really come up yet, but it's going to get stronger later. Not a bad spot here, Hallett's Beach. We saw a bandicoot running along the beach last night, and someone's just seen a green turtle swimming around. This is where we were sitting yesterday. So we're off sailing, having just left Hallett's Beach. There's only 1 knot, 2 knots maybe. it's meant to be getting stronger this afternoon, so I've just left the reef in. We're going up this way into Pittwater, I think, around West Head and into Pittwater, if the wind lets us. So frustration's got the better of Josh. He's heading home, back to Brooklyn, which is down that way. And I think Steve's going to join him. I'm going to hang around for a bit longer and see if I can get a bit of a sail in. It's a bit of a bummer, really. So Bruce headed back this morning because he's really hurt his back. And he wants to get to a physio because he does have back issues every now and then. Come on, wind, it's meant to be 3 knots. This is not even 1.
But at last, Aeolus, the Greek god of wind for sailors, came to the party.
Well, the wind has picked up, thank goodness. It is probably 5 knots maybe, but it's enough to sail. So going along quite nicely. Probably about midday now. I'm just going to put around, see if I can get out maybe to Lion Island. I don't think there's as much swell today as there was yesterday. Yesterday was wind against tide. That's why the waves are breaking. But if it's okay today. Definitely a bumpy ride, but not as bad as yesterday. I'm through the worst of the swell now, just coming in behind Barrenjoey Head. It's a good sail. There's Lion Island over there. Looks flat from here, but trust me, it's not really. And Patonga's down there. It does look very flat from over here, but between West Head and Lion Island there's a lot of swell. Barrenjoey Lighthouse up there. And there's the cafe down there that they use for home and away. So I've made it. It's a good sail actually. As I said, the swell wasn't quite as bad as yesterday. It's big but not breaking. I'm going to turn around in a minute and head back. Should be a run all the way back, so it should be pretty fast. The Central Coast is up there. I'm going to head across to Lion Island. I don't think I'll go round it, but I'll just head across here. The wind's picking up a bit.
Time to turn for home.
I'm just working my way over towards Patonga because I don't think the swell's quite as big on this side. Still big, but not quite as big. We're absolutely flying back. Accidental jibe. It's all okay though. I think the wind's picked up a bit, to be honest. We're hooning down here doing at least 5 or 6 knots. It's probably up to 12 to 15 maybe. So thank you to all those people that have watched all my videos and left comments and subscribed. Yep, 100's a bit of a milestone for me. I don't do it to make money, I just do it to have fun. I just want to share some of the great places we go dinghy cruising on the east coast of Australia. Admittedly, it's mainly New South Wales, but I'm blessed where I am to have such beautiful waterways and great sailing. So thanks again for watching Sailing Kate Louise, and I'll see you on the water somewhere next time.